The Path to Unshakable Happiness. Chapter 1. The King's Dilemma. Once in the great kingdom of Magadha, there ruled a powerful and wealthy king named King Vishruta. He had everything: gold, jewels, palaces, and countless servants. Yet despite his abundance, he was not happy. Every morning he woke up feeling anxious. He feared losing his wealth, his enemies, and even old age. His mind was never at peace. One day, a wise minister suggested, "O king, you should seek wisdom from the Buddha. He teaches the path to true happiness." The king, intrigued, traveled with his royal guards to meet the Buddha, who was residing at the Bamboo Grove Monastery. Chapter 2. The first question upon arriving, the king asked, "O Blessed One, I have everything, yet I am not happy. How can I be happy in every situation?" The Buddha smiled and replied, "Great king, before I answer, tell me, what is happiness to you?" The king thought and said, "Happiness is having wealth, power, and a secure life." The Buddha shook his head gently. "Great king, those things bring pleasure, not true happiness. Pleasure fades, but happiness can be unshakable." Chapter 3. The Story of the Poor Farmer. The Buddha then told a story. There was once a poor farmer named Jitavana who owned only a small piece of land. He worked tirelessly from morning till night. One day, a great storm destroyed his crops. Instead of despairing, he smiled and said, "Ah, nature has taken away what it gave. I shall plant again." His neighbors, seeing his calmness, asked, "Why are you not worried?" Jitavana replied, "Worry does not plant seeds. Only effort does." The king listened intently as the Buddha continued, "Great king, happiness is not having more, but being content with what is." Jitavana did not let external events disturb his peace. Chapter 4. The Three Truths of Happiness. The king asked, "But how can I be content? My mind is always restless." The Buddha taught him three truths. 1. Impermanence, anicca. Everything changes: wealth, health, and even emotions. Accepting change brings peace. 2. Non-attachment, anatta. Do not cling to possessions or titles, for they do not define you. 3. Present moment, sati. True happiness comes from living in the present, not worrying about the past or future. The king pondered deeply. Chapter 5. The Test of Happiness. A few months later, a neighboring kingdom attacked Magadha. The king lost his palace and fled to the mountains. He had nothing left. One night, he sat under a tree and remembered the Buddha's words. Instead of despairing, he accepted his fate and meditated. He felt a deep peace he had never known before. When the war ended, he returned to his kingdom, but now he ruled with wisdom. He no longer feared loss or change. Conclusion. The Buddha's teachings helped the king find happiness not in wealth but in acceptance, mindfulness, and non attachment. Thus, the path to happiness is not about